Hi, lovelies. Welcome back to the free weekly reading with me, Sarah Martucci, your resident local psychic medium, certified crystal healer, paranormal investigator, Sasquatch enthusiast, Duchess of Donuts. Yeah, just your local fucking witchy weirdo. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Guys, literally tonight is the full moon in Pisces, or tomorrow, depending on where you live in the world. But if you're in the United States, it's here, it's tonight, it's happening, and it's in the sign of Pisces. Guys, this is the last sign. This is the last sign of the zodiac. They kind of have absorbed all the wisdom from the previous signs. They've been through it all. It also talks about like endings and new beginnings here. So something huge coming to a close and a new cycle beginning. So, and with it being a full moon, guess what full moons talk about? Yep, the same fucking thing. So wherever Pisces is in your chart is where you're going to be having like a massive ending here and a brand new beautiful beginning. I wore my little butterfly earrings tonight to kind of represent that transformation that should be going on for all of us in some way, shape, or form in our lives. Also, too, this week we're moving into Libra season. It's also fall season showing up here on the 22nd. So not only is this a liminal week because we've got this full moon, but we're also changing signs. So magic is afoot every single time. I tell you guys, we have these transitional liminal weeks. Be careful what you think and you speak about. Things are manifesting rapidly. I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself because we've got Mercury retrograde coming up on the 26th, 27th, but we're already feeling that. We're already feeling it. We're already feeling the slowdown. So if you're looking for answers right now, we may not necessarily get them, while we are going to be getting endings here, we may not get the full story. So, and I do believe it goes direct in November. So just know, we're whatever, like either the end of October, beginning of November here. So just know that there's a lot of things going on. The best that you can do a lot of times, and especially with Pisces, it's a water moon, is to like take care of your emotions. Face emotionally what's coming up for you. Take an Epsom salt bath. Take a dip in a pool. Cry, just like I said. Do what you got to do here to like face your emotions, face your feelings. Don't be afraid of the water and how it's cleansing and how it's good. This would be the perfect night to put out your crystals, rocks, and stones into the moonlight to get them to recharge. If you want to do moon water, this would be the perfect fucking moon to do it. So just know, whatever's happening for you in your life, everything's going to be okay. I know everything feels like it's reaching like a fever pitch right now. Just take care of yourself. Face what it is that you're going through. The worst thing you can do right now is pretend like nothing's going on, that you're totally fine, and that everything's great when it's fucking not. Okay? Okay. Can I also say with Libra season coming up here, we've already been feeling this influence, but there's going to be a massive highlight going forward on our relationships. It's been an interesting year for me. I've had a highlight on my relationships all year long. And it's funny, it's like it's mostly my friendships and the people that I consider family. It's been really interesting around those things this year. It's been a huge thing around like, who do I trust and who trusts me? I'm a dummy, and I asked the universe to let me know. And they did. That's not... So maybe I want to say with this Pisces full moon too. Yeah, it's a magic full moon, but also be careful what you ask for. You might actually get what you fucking asked for. So make sure that you put the intentions out there clearly. I would say first around like what you're letting go of here, what you're ready to like no longer deal with, or maybe especially if that's around boundaries, because Pisces isn't great with boundaries. So make sure that we're setting our boundaries strong. Know what it is, like where your stop point is, or where that line is for you, what you won't allow other people to move past, or maybe what you need to help yourself in order to know where your boundaries are too. The worst thing, again, you can do right now is let them be free, let people walk all over you, or for you to just keep letting yourself doing the same old thing if it's continuing to hurt you and possibly other people as well. So pay attention, love in yourself, face yourself and your emotions, and know that this huge relationship theme that's coming up this year, ask for what you want from it. And I think I want to say last thing kind of, you know, with Libra season, it's like, it's we versus me. So we're looking to see how we can kind of work better with people, love on the people that love us too, really finding, I want to say like the truth around who really is here for us and who we're really here for too. Don't be afraid around what that answer is. If anything, it's a beautiful neon sign pointing you in the right direction around who actually supports you. Not who you wish to, not who you hope to, not who you're praying for to, but who is actually fucking here for you. Fair? I feel like it's fair. All right, enough of this astro fuckery. Let's get to the cards. The next screen is going to be 3 piles. Guys, pick any and all piles that resonate with you. That next screen, pick whatever pile works for you. And then after that, I'm going to put in there just like a follow-up around what I feel like these cards are saying to you. All right, see you guys in a second. Hi, you guys. All right, for those who picked pile number 1, these are your beautiful cards. The very first card you picked is the Queen of Wands. The second card you pick is the King of Cups. Interesting. Final card you picked is the Tower. Motherfucker. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So I'm going to be real honest with you. This one's pretty easy for me to interpret. You and a partner, you and a love interest, possibly you and another person here are... Maybe we already had the fight when the Tower shows up. Most of the time whenever the Tower shows up, I almost always see it as like a big, massive fight. Something went down here. Now with the Queen of Wands, this is somebody that's fiery. She's passionate. She's creative. With the King of Cups, this is somebody who's incredibly psychic. He's tuned and tapped into his feelings. He might have also have been like going to the past and thinking about things from the past. Very sentimental. Very maybe even stuck in the past. So it feels like this week you and, now if this is for a guy, this is you and a strong female figure. This is for you ladies, and this is a man that we're talking about. This is a guy that's totally up in his feels, or maybe his issue is that he's not facing his emotions and he's not facing what's going on here. Something's hit ahead whenever the Tower shows up. So just know, whatever occurs here, may I remind you, whatever fight occurs here, whatever fallout, whatever separation, whatever the fuck happens here, this is for your liberation. I promise you. I know this may feel like the worst thing in the world. Again, maybe it already happened. Maybe it's coming up this week. So just know from this, how can I still continue to take care of myself? How can I remember who the fuck I am whenever I show up as the king or the queen here? Remember that you're royalty and that you deserve to have people around you that love you and that care about you. Can I say in terms of this as a female looking at a male relationship partnership here, he really does love you. He really does. He just may not be able to say his feelings, or maybe he doesn't know how. And guys, if this is for you, this chick is incredibly passionate about you. She loves you more than anything. But maybe, guys, here, when fire and water mix, a lot of times that water has a tendency to put the fire out. So maybe even to something happened here where it's like we can't see eye to eye. Maybe this had to do with emotions. Just again, know that the Tower's coming here to clean the slate, wipe it clear. And there's a possibility of starting over here, but just make sure if we go back to this relationship, is this a person that can we trust each other? Do we trust each other? If there's no trust here, either you guys might have the chance here to rebuild it, or maybe it's time to move on. Just know again, when the Tower shows up, this is for your liberation. Say yes to the freedom that's at your doorway. Whether that's, again, rebuilding this relationship or saying, deuces, motherfucker, I'm out. Peace, ho. All right, and if you picked card pile number 2, here's your beautiful cards. The very first card you picked is the Four of Pentacles. Second card you picked is the Page of Swords. Final card you picked is a Major Arcana card. You picked Temperance. So I want to say with you, especially with the Four of Pentacles showing up here, you're holding on too tightly to something. You're like literally choking yourself out. Like it's time to like really sit down and face, what am I holding so tightly onto? So a lot of times whenever Pentacles shows up here, this is like our resources. So this could be a relationship. This could be food. This could be like materials that you need in order to get something done. This could even be around just what it is you need in order to feel safe and secure in this world. A lot of times too, this card kind of asks you, what are you trying to, why are you holding on so tight to something? Is it possibly filling an emotional void here that we've been unwilling to look at or maybe been unable to face? Now, what's interesting is we've got the Page of Swords, and she's saying, hey, listen, you got to pay attention to your mental space. It's fucking you up here. And again, it's literally choking you out. So are you listening to your fears around why you're being so possessive around stuff? Maybe why you're holding on to things that aren't good for you. This is around your business. Maybe you're holding on to clients that aren't giving back maybe what you're putting in, or maybe they're not like giving you the actual money that you deserve for the work that you do. Maybe this is around relationships, the same type of thing going on. We're afraid here sometimes to let go of things that again mask a sense of safety and security, even though it's literally killing us, it's drowning us. So what do you need to let go of this week? Maybe even too, a lot of times when the Page of Swords shows up, maybe we're being too idealistic about something. Maybe the hopes and wishes and dreams we have for something are not lining up with the reality of the situation. So listen, Temperance comes in and says, listen, you got to balance this shit out, y'all. You got to balance this the fuck out. How do you trust where you're going intuitively while taking actual, like practical, logical, realistic steps towards your goal? And again, if this is around a relationship, maybe career, whatever the fuck's going on here that we're holding on too tightly to, Temperance is like, go with the fucking flow. Literally, look at her. Go with the fucking flow. Let it go. Let it go. If this thing comes back to you, then maybe we've got something here and we can work on it. But you're holding on too tightly. Let it go and see if it comes back. I want to say that that's real love. That's true love. That you're able to let something go and be free. And if it comes back to you, this is meant to be yours. Last thing I want to say with Temperance too is that like, there's also something here around like not only trusting your intuition and where your heart is guiding you, but also again facing your emotions around this. So I think this week is going to be pretty heavy around facing our mental and emotional space, letting go of things that aren't working for us anymore, and seeing if something has the real staying power here, no matter what the fuck this is. So see if it comes back to you. Trust that what is meant for you cannot fucking miss you, and the tighter that you're holding onto things, the more it slips through your fingers. So face that mental space, face your safety and security issues around what it is that you feel like you need here. And remember most of all, that it's saying that you have everything that you need. Stop thinking that another person or another situation or whatever the fuck it is has what you need. You have everything that you need. Remember that. You got this. And finally, if you pick card pile number 3, here's your beautiful cards. You got the Knight of Cups. You got the Sun. Fuck yeah. And then finally, you got the Two of Swords. So I want to say here, it looks like somebody offered you something here. With the Knight of Cups showing up, usually it's a romantic offer, but this could just be good news in general. So again, if this is around your career, a family situation, a friendship situation, whatever the hell it is, somebody brought you an offer here. Somebody brought something to your doorstep. And man, with the Sun showing up, this was like everything that you wanted, or it finally feels like I've come home to something beautiful here. A beautiful opportunity around my vitality, my happiness, and my health. Everything feels like it's where it should be. Man, when the Sun comes up, this is a gorgeous omen around happiness in all areas of that life. So just know, I feel like this good news or this offer that came to you was actually a really beautiful thing. And it feels like, oh my God, it's finally here. It finally fucking happened. Fuck yeah. Here's what makes it interesting is I've got this Two of Swords here. So when the Two of Swords shows up, it's usually a stalemate card. Feeling like I'm indecisive around that decision though. So it may be time for you to make a decision around this offer or whatever was brought to your attention or the good news that fell in your lap. It's time to make a decision around it. Maybe you're feeling indecisive. Maybe you don't know what to do. I would ask you, how do you make the best choice for yourself right now? What would be the best thing for you and your situation? Also, are you considering all sides here? And maybe is that the reason why you're feeling so damn indecisive? So whatever came out of left field, whether you were expecting it or not, whatever the fuck came up here with this beautiful offer that was everything that you wanted, it's interesting how it's making you feel like you're at a crossroads right now. Maybe the best way to handle this, again, is to face yourself mentally, really look at the whole picture. A lot of times, too, this card's going to ask for more information, but with Mercury retrograde coming up, maybe we're going to have patience around making a decision here. I want to say, too, if anybody's forcing you to make a decision around this right now, I would pump the brakes on that big time. That would be a big red flag to me. So whoever gives us time or whoever gives us the space in order to make the best decision for us, this is where we need to be. Take your motherfucking time. Whatever's on the table is a huge fucking deal. This is a beautiful offer. And we really need to consider how not only this is going to affect our life, but maybe also the people around us. Choose the choice that gives you the best options going forward, especially around new beginnings that you've been hoping for. So just know, whatever decision that you've got to make this week, again, I think it's beautiful. Don't be afraid to celebrate that happiness and that goodness. Take your time with making the right decision for you. Wait till all the information comes in, or wait until Mercury goes direct before you make that decision totally final and speak on what it is that you want. You got this. I ain't worried about you. And thank you guys for joining me this week. I deeply appreciate it. You guys have to know how much I love you guys. Thank you for always supporting me and having my back. Thank you guys for always understanding when I got to come back a week later. Thank you guys for always giving me the space that I need in order to do the work that I love to do and be here for you guys. I love you guys. I'll talk with you soon. I'll see you tomorrow for Makeup and Mediumship. I swear to God, I'll actually fucking be there, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.